So, Ruhi Rafik, Dr. Ruhi Rafik,
Yes.
thank, thank you for coming on the podcast today.
Thank you so much for inviting me actually on a Friday.
On a Friday.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's
It's
okay.
just the start of weekend. It's fine.
So, what do you do on the weekends then?
In Mangalore, what else can you do? You just go to like through 3 clubs, have some fun, meet the same people, pretend that you know few people, and say like, "Oh yeah, let's catch up,"
So, you
and
never
then
catch up with them.
even they don't. So it's like a thing. Like we'll be
Okay.
like, "Oh yeah, let's catch up, let's catch up." I have made numerous friends in the washroom. Girls are really friendly once they are inside the washroom and they click selfies. I have like hundreds of selfies with random girls.
Wow.
I don't know their names. I don't know them, but we just complimented each other's dresses. We started clicking photos, and yeah, that's about it. Or otherwise, I just spend it at home with my 3 cats. Yeah.
Which cat do you like the most?
Luna, she's a girl.
Luna, she's a girl.
Yeah, and she's very small, so I
Oh,
have
that's right.
yeah the small kid thing. They're like my babies, so obviously.
The other two are how much older than her?
Leo is 1 year old. Cookie is also 1 year old, and Luna is like 6 months old. So
Oh, she's really small.
yeah, she is a small kid. So
Oh,
and
God.
she's a very adorable. So I have like a soft corner for her.
So, you don't like dogs, or is it just don't have dogs?
We cannot have dogs. That's
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Otherwise,
Correct.
I would have had a dog for sure, but I cannot have one. But I really like them, and whenever I get a chance, I pet them and stuff like that, which is obviously again frowned upon because you'll be like, oh, you're a Muslim, you can't touch a dog and all that. That's bullshit. You can. There are certain things that you need to keep in mind. Otherwise, there's nothing like that.
There's
So
nothing like
yeah,
that. Okay.
all those people who just run around seeing dogs, screw you.
What about like how to say like don't you feel cats are a bit more for themselves, love themselves?
Yeah, I love that about them.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
That's how you're supposed to be. Like, not give a fuck, think that you're the queen of the world, and do your shit. That's
Just mind your business, basically.
yeah, mind your business and make everyone your bitches. Like
Wow.
my cats, I
Yeah.
don't feel like live in my house. I live in their house.
Okay.
So that's how cats are. Dogs are loyal. They will give you unconditional love, which is taken granted
Oh,
for.
Grant. Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I like cats for that. They make you their bitches. So I like that.
Yeah, the thing about them. Yes. So you're a dentist and a food blogger at the same time. How does that go in together?
I'm a lot of things to be honest. I'm a dentist, I'm a food blogger, and I also work as a business analyst for an IT company.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did that come to pass?
Because clinicals don't pay you, and I have bills to pay, and I have bought, what do you say, expensive taste. So I need to make more money.
What is that expensive taste?
I like a lot of bags, shoes, cosmetics. I'm a materialistic girl.
Understandable.
Yeah. So I need to fulfill those things, and obviously I need to make money because obviously with that I also have a bit of ego. I don't want to depend on my parents. So I decided okay fine, and in COVID obviously when all the clinics were shut, there was no option. You need to look for something else or just sit at home, and I could not do that because that's not something who I am. I need to be constantly doing something.
Something.
Otherwise I have really bad anxiety because of it. I cannot stay stable. So I take, and that's also my problem, I take up a lot of things at once. So now I work as a business analyst for an IT
ID
company. We
company. Oh.
make softwares, medical based softwares. So yeah, they need me for that. And
Wow.
yeah, and then I do part time dentistry, and food blogging is something that I do for fun
Is it?
and free food.
That is there, obviously.
Yeah. Now everyone's gonna catch that and be like, ah, see, bloggers there, matlab free food, free food. I have invested a lot of my money on it in the initial, and now I'm just, you know,
Reaping the fruits.
yeah, exactly. And there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
You get free food, so what?
So you're based mostly in Bangalore, and you've been to Goa, if I'm not wrong,
Yeah, recently.
recently.
Yeah, that was the first Goa trip that my parents know.
Oh.
Others, my parents always were like, my dad is super protective overprotective person. He's not strict. He's super protective. So he never allowed me to travel in India. So when we had a batch trip in college, my dad was like, so we were going to Goa, and he was like, no, you're not allowed to go there because of drugs, like Mangalore doesn't have. But yeah, so I was like, okay, fine, can I go to Malaysia? And he sent me alone to Malaysia.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's how my parents are. Like,
Okay.
so he's like, India, he doesn't consider safe. Outside, he thinks it's a little safe. It is stupid, but
Yeah.
parents are parents. You can't really argue. And I got an international trip for myself. So
So how long was your dentistry degree? Like
4 plus 1, 4 years is studying and 1 year of internship.
internship.
Yeah.
So you think like how to say you block because you want to market food and then get them as customers or something?
If it was that easy, I would have done that, to be honest, but it is not, because dental hygiene as per Indian society is not very, like, not something that you would be worried or scared. Now, if you have a chest pain, you will run.
Yeah.
You will run to the doctor right now saying, "Ki, like, I have chest pain, look into it," even if it's just normal gastritis. But you're scared. But when you have a normal cavity, if unless and until you have pain, you will not
Not
want to
take it
go to a
serious.
dentist, because first thing first, yes, it's expensive. Second, they're like, इससे मरने तो वाले नहीं है. We are not going to die because of
Okay.
it. So they take it very lightly. And
Generally it's too late when they come
yeah,
to
and
you.
then they say dentists charge too much because you come at the last stage and then expect us to save it. And
That's not
yeah,
doable.
that's not going to be possible for us. We also have, material costs. We have, it's not like, nothing against doctors, but they just have to like roam around with a stet. They don't have material cost
Cost of their
like
own.
how we have. We need to keep changing our instruments. We need to keep, changing our all the materials and everything. Once it's expired, it's expired. It doesn't really matter if you've used it, if you've, there's still a little bit of remaining. It's just going to waste.
So it's replenishing it cost you all a
Yeah.
lot. Okay.
So obviously we have that cost. So, and once if there's a little bit of rust in our instrument, we have to throw the whole thing. We cannot do anything about it.
Wow.
And one carver or one instrument costs from thousand rupees to sometimes 14,000 rupees. One thing. And so yeah, obviously we have to charge for it, and also for 5 years what we have spent. I've spent quite a lot of money on that. So I need to get that back.
Is it like a profitable business to be in, like dentistry?
At the moment, to be honest, no.
How is that?
There are a lot of clinics. You see, in a 1 kilometer stretch, you will at least find 15 to 20 clinics. I mean, where will the patients
Patients
go?
go.
And as Indians, we have this loyalty towards our doctors.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't really matter कि वो doctor heart का है. You will go with kidney problem also to that doctor itself, because you put your faith, you have that connection, you have your loyalty towards him. Ki like, this doctor will do everything right.
Right.
And his opinion, his, suggestion matters. So doctors, dentists who are there previously, they have their client base and they go to them. And it's just like it's a cycle. Then from grandmother to their grandkids, everyone go
Everybody
there.
goes there only.
So when the old dentist is actually overwhelmed with the patient, they send it to us, the newer
New
ones.
ones.
Ki like, go there. Otherwise, it's very difficult. I've seen a lot of, dental clinics shut down of my own colleagues. So
So you're saying it's saturated at the moment.
very saturated. You have to think of something else. And you are not getting paid enough for what you do. I was working in a clinic from morning 10 o'clock till evening 7, and I was getting paid 5,000
A day.
a month.
Month. Oh
What a
God.
day, yes, a
Oh
month.
my God. Okay.
And the akka, I mean the nurse, also was getting paid the same.
How does she survive on that? God knows.
Nobody knows how. My diesel expense for a month is 4K for a full tank, so it's 4,000. So I'm left with 1,000. What am I supposed to do with that? So obviously, that's why I decided to go for a corporate.
Corporate job.
Yeah, it's
Pays
not
better.
that. Yeah, and you have a stable salary. You have insurance, you have facilities, you have the stability. What else do you want?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's something different, it's something new. Yes, I do miss the clinical setup, but
That's the last time you have been in the setup now.
yeah, I go for my consultations whenever I have my you know clinic and stuff. It's been quite some time now
Quite
that I
some
have
time.
just put it on stop because I am planning for something else.
Okay.
But yeah, otherwise it's fine. I don't really miss it, to be honest. Sometimes I do when I go to a hospital setup. Yes, I do miss wearing my apron and walking around with pride. But in a clinical setup, I
No,
don't,
don't.
because it's sad.
It's, okay. It's tough to basically crack a business as such.
It is tough, and when you go as a consultant, also they treat you bad because you're a newbie.
Newbie.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they don't give you the same respect, like the akkas, the workers there, they treat you really bad. I have
Okay.
had the
Okay.
same experience. I broke down. I did not want to continue at all. I just wanted to go back home. My parents are in Dubai, so I was here alone. I just wanted to go back. I didn't want to be here because I have, whatever it is, I have studied for 5 freaking years. I've graduated. I've become a doctor or a dentist. A 10th class pass cannot be fucking telling me what to do, what not to do, and yelling at me. That's insulting.
Yeah, that's there.
Yeah. And that too, it's fine if he shouts at me if I'm doing wrong. He is shouting at me in a condescending way, which I'm not okay with. So that's why I just left
Left
that
that side.
scenario, and I was like, I'm happy. I get a lot of respect in my corporate job because all are engineers there.
You're the only someone who been in the medical field.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they all like, have a lot of respect for me.
Doctor I hear.
A doctor, yeah. So I feel very special. I feel like the girl in mechanical.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think I'm living my dream. It's all
Did
guys
you
in my
want to do
team.
mechanical before?
Yeah, I wanted to, but my parents were like, it's all guys field. And
Oh,
obviously,
okay.
even if you score 99%, and if a guy has done 60%, they're going to choose him over you because you,
It's a guy's
yeah, it's a
dominant.
guy's thing.
Okay.
And that's when I realized that, okay, before, yeah, I had that whole bubble that, oh no, guys and girls are equal and all that.
There is separation.
There is separation, and that's fine. What I can do, you can't do. What you can do, I can't do, and that's
But that's
okay.
not what the feminism, like how to say, narrative is all about.
No, that's a very wrong narrative that's come all this thing. Like, what feminism is, that you give us equal opportunities,
Okay.
that give us the chance. Like, in some office, like, see, now even in my office, right, as a girl, it's a little difficult for me to, like, make my space because it's all guys. And they're like all IT lead engineers, this, that, and everything. And I don't know engineering ka E also. But I'm there. I am telling them, because I'm there because I need to tell them how a hospital runs and works. So in the beginning, they were not taking me seriously. They're like, she's just coming and telling us what to do. I had to make them realize that without my guidance, you can't do anything.
Okay.
So that's when they realize, oh shit, we need her. That's how you make your this thing.
Make
But
your
because I knew that I have the qualification, I have the quality, and I can make my place there. There's no need to beg for equality. You don't need to beg for this thing, like, oh, you know what, give me. Don't ask for it, get it. There's some respect.
yeah.
What is the point if I tell you, give me respect, give me respect? You'll give me, abhi mere samne, you'll give me respect. Baad mein you'll go, when I leave, you'll be like,
A
kya
bitch about it
chutiya thi?
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's not right. Now, when you genuinely give someone respect, then yes, it's something that you've earned. Don't beg for it. So feminism is that, ki, like, give us the opportunity and we'll prove it to you. Feminazis are basically, you give me because it's my right.
What
Why?
right?
कहाँ से you came from this thing over, ऊपर से नीचे गिरे हो तुम? No, I don't really understand that whole concept. I don't talk to such women.
So you believe in, like, you work for it, you get it. That's it.
Yeah, work for it. If you have the qualification, have confidence in yourself, work hard, you get it. Yes, it is difficult for a woman because people don't take women very seriously sometimes. When you're driving also, the first time when I drive, people are like, oh, she's driving. But I have confidence, and then when I drive and they see me drive, then they're, ah, yeah, she knows how to drive really well. Okay, fine. You don't have to, like, always need some validation from people. You do your job, and you will get the reward for it. As simple as that. It takes time. You have other responsibilities too. Okay, fine. But guys also have the same responsibility. One day I can just be like, oh, you know what? I don't want to do anything. I can just sit back at home and be like, I don't want to work. I want to be a housewife. And nobody's going to say anything. Mostly everyone's going to be like, oh, very good. You're doing a good job because you're just going to sit at home, take care of your husband and your house and everything. Nobody's going to look down on me. But the same liberty is not given to my husband.
Yeah, exactly. That's
He cannot be like, oh, you know what, fuck it, I don't want to. I just want to sit at home and Ruhi, you work. So it's equally difficult. I when people say that, oh, you know what, in job opportunities, girls don't get that level of opportunity. Guys don't get the opportunity to just leave and just sit. They have to work all through their life.
yeah, that's the
They
like.
even
What do you feel about, like, how to say, husband staying at home and handling the household, and going the wife going and working.
there's nothing wrong. What's wrong in it? If someone doesn't want to work, you put them in that situation and they're going to do it. But what happens to your relationship then? He's going to keep blaming you, saying like he's not going to be happy, and that's going to come affect your relationship, and you're not going to be happy, and then ultimately it's just two unhappy people living
Being
together.
together, yeah.
You Why are you earning? Basically you're earning so you get money and you're happy and you can roam the world, do whatever you like and stuff like that. That's what you're why you're earning, right? Or else you can just live as hippies. There's
Yeah.
nothing. You can just go and do some basic chores and stuff like that. You'll get the money. There's nothing so difficult. You are earning. You're going to a setup. You're in a corporate field or whatever field. Going so that you have that quality of life. You have that living standard and stuff like that. But if you're not happy with it itself, then what's the point? You can have lakhs in your bank, but you're not happy.
Not happy with it.
Then what? If you're not in a happy relationship, and people who say that, oh, you know what, I am okay being alone and all that, no, that's bullshit. Like, some people are genuinely okay being alone. But I feel like 90% of the people, right, do need someone in their life or that support or that shoulder to just lean on and cry. And that in the beginning, even I thought the same thing. Like, I don't need anyone. I don't need to get married. I'm very
Self-sufficient.
satisfied and sufficient and everything and all that. But once when I entered my home, and it was just, I didn't even have my cats that time. So it was all empty.
Empty, yeah.
I had a bad day at work. I have nobody. I have to enter an empty house. That's when it hit me how alone I am, and I want someone. So there's nothing wrong in needing someone or wanting someone. And if they want to stay at home, so be it.
So be it.
You like working, go out and work. What's the big deal? There's nothing wrong. But yeah, obviously it's looked down on.
Yeah, that's the. So another question I had, like, now you're a food blogger. So where do you feel, like, what do you feel about which cuisine would you prefer? Like, what's your favorite cuisine at least?
I have been brought up in Dubai
Okay.
for the longest, so I love Arabic cuisine.
Okay.
Mediterranean is something that I really love. Um, that's why I cannot handle spices. I cannot handle spicy food at
So
all.
Mangalorean food is no.
I love it when
Yeah.
I want to, like, I'm this kind of person living on the edge. So when I want to, like, do some khatro ke khiladi stuff, I will order something spicy for myself and die the next day. But I love ghee roast.
Okay.
I love ghee roast, but in specific places. Some places they make it like extra spicy and stuff, which I don't.
What's your favorite joint for ghee roast?
Sana Dige, the prawns ghee roast. It's a little expensive, but amazing ghee roast.
Wow.
Yeah, the prawns there, they use really fresh, really good, amazing stuff. So yeah, I love the ghee roast there. It's perfect. I've even taken it to Dubai, packed it.
Is it?
Yeah,
Why not caught?
I take a lot of shit, to be honest, to Dubai, because you don't get this Mangalorean things
stuff,
there,
yeah.
right? So I've taken some, leaves and stuff like that. And I got caught once for taking a dried coconut because I did not know it's flammable.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it is flammable. You make
Yeah.
oil from it.
Yeah, exactly. I did not know that. And my mom actually wanted it. She has the craziest demands. I've even
Oh,
taken fish from here.
on plane.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
frozen it properly for like good and then put it in like freezer and then freezer bag and then wrapped it and then taken it. Yeah.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
So you can take crazy shit to in with you when you're traveling, but not flammable
Not
things.
flammable shit. Yeah.
I realized that quite uh, lately.
What about like you've been Goa? So how was like the restaurants over there? The scene.
In Goa, it's a whole different vibe itself. Like, people are very chill. People are very relaxed. Like, and one good thing that I did not find anyone that I know.
Oh,
That's something like here, somewhere, I just want to go somewhere, chill, and do stupid shit because I am very clumsy. I end up doing something stupid, and someone's always there to
someone's
see
always
it.
there to see.
Yeah, I don't want that. So, but yeah, in Goa, I did really clumsy shit. I was, enjoying myself. I did not even want to blog about anything. That's why I just blogged about one place, and rest of the things I just put like some stories and shit. I just wanted to go and
Did you try
enjoy.
Goan cuisine?
Yes, but it's similar to Mangalorean. So
No,
I
okay.
didn't. I was like, one day I had it, and I just like, okay,
What did
fine.
you have?
I had the Goan thali.
Thali. Okay.
Yeah. So after that, I was just like, I'm not a very seafood person. I only eat prawns,
Oh,
and now I've started eating anjal. Yeah, that's all. So yeah, I mean, it was good, but I was more into like, I just wanted to relax, sit by the beach, do random bullshit, and just have fun. One thing that I really, really like appreciate Goa is that they allow street animals inside the restaurants.
okay.
Yeah, like nobody freaks out or nobody is,
Yeah, they're
shoos them
part.
off.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like I went to this place called Man Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
So cover charge to enter the place is 2K per person.
Okay.
Yeah. And that too is for the normal seatings. So if you want a sundowner seater, you have to make a bill of 30K, regardless of how many people you are. So if you're just one person also you're going there, you have to make a bill of 30K. And
Wow.
you have to pay it upfront. So you can't really do anything about it. But there, a street dog has come inside and he's chilling. And nobody's saying anything. And that's what I really loved about that place. And I really wish that in Mangalore also people allow, because all they want is a little bit of petting and, or just love. And that's not a lot to give,
Not
right?
to
I
give.
mean,
Yeah.
give them a little bit of food, pet them, and they'll be
Let them
happy,
be.
and they'll be
Yeah.
just sitting there and just, licking you or something like that. That's fine, right? I mean, what's so difficult? And none of the street animals trouble you there
Yeah,
in
that's
Goa.
the.
Like they don't pounce on your food or anything. They just sit near your leg, and that's enough. And I really feel that Mangalore should also do that because but yeah, there are a lot of animal lovers that I've seen here, and I really like that now about Mangalore. Like I'm seeing that growth, seeing the numbers increase in animal lovers, and not just going to a pet shop and buying, they're adopting and all
Mm-hmm.
that. So it's something that I really promote and also encourage people to do, because all three of my cats, two of my cats are rescue cats.
Okay.
Yeah, I've picked them up from the streets.
How
uh,
old are they?
so Cookie is a rescue cat. I found him inside a tree. Luna was inside my friend's engine, Karga engine. If it would have
Okay.
started, she would have become a roast. Yeah. So I've got them home, and they're the most. And Leo was from a pet shop. He's also an indie cat. A lot of people will be like, "Oh, you make so much money, you can buy a Persian." Persian, everyone can get them, and everyone has them. But even an indie cat deserves
Deserves
house,
love.
a love, home,
Okay.
shelter, and that's what I wanted to give. And this is something that my husband actually, encouraged me, because even I was like, oh, Persian, very cute, they look very fluffy and all that. But he made me understand that someone is going to take that Persian cat, because Leo was there, the Persian cat was here. And I'm like looking at the Persian, I'm like, oh, so cute. And he's like, Ruhi, someone's gonna take this cat and go.
Go, yeah.
But this little guy, it's going to be difficult, and he's going to be staying in this cage for long. And that's what it hit me that, oh shit, yeah, that's true. Everyone wants to have a pet. In that, majority of them are because of some that social
Social
status
status, yeah.
symbol.
Yeah. Do you feel like I feel like most people are do take get pets for social status or
Yeah.
something of that sort?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's very few people who genuinely love, animals, and they are okay with, they don't think about breed or anything. Even when you go to a vet, there was this one couple, and they're like, oh, you know what, the Persian cat comes there, they're like playing with it. And when my cats went, they're not, they're like, and I was like, screw you, bitch.
Oh my god.
Screw you. I wipe my cat's ass with baby wipes. Not
Okay.
even this thing. I treat them so well. I've kept AC on and just left.
That's
because-
Persian treatment.
Yes. Not Persian treatment. That's treatment
Proper
that-
treatment. Okay.
for everyone.
Okay.
They're like my babies. I have taken their responsibility, so I have to give them a quality life. I've just switched on the AC and just walked off one day because I'm like, oh, they're feeling hot.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And that's okay. I'm earning for myself and for them. That's how I do it.
What is like your favorite Netflix series at the moment?
At the moment,
Or the last Netflix series you saw?
last Netflix series that I saw was IRL, in real life dating. It was something that I wanted to reboot my mind. So
you
I
want to
watched.
go back to that life or dating?
No,
Then?
it's a very stupid show. To be honest, it's like dumb. It's like Splitsvilla Roadies type of show.
Oh god.
Yeah, and I was just randomly watching it. I'm telling you, watch it. It's funny, and it makes you feel very nice. I watch such shows to make myself feel nice about myself, that I'm not that dumb in life.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Like, I wouldn't
that's a
do-
validating point.
Yeah, I take validation from these
That's
kind of
the
people. I don't take validation from anyone else. I like this. I watch Splitsvilla. I watch Roadies. I love it.
Like what makes you watch in the first place?
It's just plain drama. I love drama. I just love it. I even watch Big Boss randomly.
Okay.
Yeah, I just love drama sometimes.
What okay, I'll ask you a question now. What talent, like in roadies, they ask you to show your talent to get into roadies or even Big Boss.
Yeah.
There's some criteria. What do you think you would? What talent of yours would get you into it? Either Big Boss or roadies or Splitsvilla, something of that. Within this,
Splitsvilla, see, you need to be all this hot and you need to wear bikini and all that, which is not
Not
possible
your
when
thing.
it comes to me. No. Okay, so Splitsvilla is out. And that is, see, I can't do this fake love bullshit. So, out. Roadies, you need to be like, that you need to have like strength to do all this task, Vasna. So, wo bhi I'm not.
Wo bhi out.
I'm like, nah. Too much effort I'm not going to do. Big Boss, yes. I think they would take me for my argumentative skills. I can argue. I can go really stupid also. If I want to win and argue, I don't really care if I'm saying that if it is a moon, I'll argue that it's a sun if I want to win. Yeah. And Big Boss, they need that. So I think I'm a very good candidate. I can fight for random
so
things.
arguing would get you in
Yeah.
by far.
In Big Boss, yes, for sure. I think I can win also. I really wanted to apply, but my husband, it's very confusing. He's been my boyfriend for so long now. When I say husband,
How long is marriage been now?
2 months.
2 months or recently?
Yeah, recently. That's why the confusion. So I wanted to apply. He said no. Or else, that they have this season, right, where they have commoners and everything, right? It would have been fun for me to be there.
Fighting with people on camera.
Yeah, I love that part where, there's this meme that went viral, right? That, this Pooja, what is this behavior?
Yes.
I would be Pooja. Pooja, what is this behavior? I love that female. It was
Ruhi,
so-
what is this, Ruhi? What are you doing?
I knew that monologue also by heart, but now I forgot. I'm just thinking about it. I think I need that vibe, someone. I just want to kick this thing and just do it. It's
Mangalore should host its own
yeah,
Big Boss.
the own big. Oh, it's gonna be fun. I'm pretty sure they're going to take me because a lot of people hate me. And they want people like that, controversial people.
Controversial people,
Yeah.
yes.
I say random bullshit on my page most of the time, which triggers page. Like, see, I don't say random bullshit. I say the truth sometimes, which doesn't really like
The
be digested by
truth is
people.
better always,
Yeah,
basically.
it is. You can't really help it.
Yeah.
I
People don't
don't.
take it well.
Yeah, I don't like sugarcoating things. I don't have a lot of friends for that reason itself because I don't sugarcoat things. If you're looking chutia and I love you, I care for you, I'm gonna be like, dude, you look like a chutia. Stop doing it. If I don't like you, I'll be like, continue,
Continue,
go
please.
for it. It's fun. It's entertainment for me. But if I love someone, I'm not gonna be like, bro, I don't think you should. No, I'll be like, this is stupid. You look stupid. Stop it. Which a lot of people don't like because they'll be like, oh, it's so crude, it's so rude.
Straightforward.
Yeah, very straightforward. I don't have time for sugarcoating things, to be honest. I can't sugarcoat. I want people to tell the same thing to me also. If you don't like me, tell it on my face. I will respect you. I'll have immense respect for you if you come and tell it on my face that, oh, Ruhi, you're a bitch. I don't like you.
Are you a bitch?
Yeah, a big one. I love being a bitch. If someone calls me a bitch, I really like it.
So you're comfortable with that?
Yeah, I am that kind of person. I know I can be mean. I know I can be arrogant, and that's okay.
But that's in your, I suppose, in your in your self-interest.
Yeah, because you need to be that kind of person. Otherwise, people will walk all over you, and that has happened with me. That's the reason why I have, realized that okay, fine. There's you're not gonna get anything from being really good. Be good. Don't harm anyone. Don't hurt anyone. That's my policy. Otherwise, be a bitch.
Yeah,
It's
bitch.
fun being a bitch. It's fun.
Like in what sense?
It's fun to fuck with people's head.
Okay.
Just for random bullshit. I really love that. Or just, like trigger someone at their soft spot and stuff. Which is, see, triggering someone, there's always a line, right? So don't cross the line, but in that line, chalta hai thoda bahut.
It's your adrenaline rush.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I sometimes, you know what, there's this app, right? NGL, not gonna lie.
Not gonna
So
lie,
you
okay.
have to ask anonymous questions. I know people are gonna say bitchy things about me. They're gonna say really mean things about me, and that's kind of fun. It makes me feel nice, to be honest. Sometimes people will be like, Ruhi, I don't think you should do that. It's gonna negatively affect you and all that. In the beginning, it used to affect me. Now it's kind of fun. People be like, you have so much of attitude, arrogance. You think you're the only one, and I'm like,
I am the only one.
yes, I'm the only one. Yes, I have made my point of being a bitch. Yes, I am very comfortable being that, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong. I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not harming anyone. So I don't.
Until then, everything is fine. Until
Yeah,
then, yeah.
I'm a nice person that way. I will not harm anyone. I will not hurt anyone. I'm very thoughtful and considerate about people's feelings. But sometimes here and
Sometimes,
there.
yeah, the sockets.
Yeah, like those pranks you used to have, right? Before, not the stupid ones that is happening in YouTube now. Pehle wala. So that American show, there was an American show. You are very young, I feel.
I feel, yeah, we have kids.
Oh, I'm not that old also, just saying. But there was an American show where I used to do pranks, just harmless pranks. It was really fun. So, yeah, once in a while you can do with your friends and people.
We prank each other every day.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
It's fun to scare people when they're coming out of the bathroom.
Give me one incident you have done that.
I, so there was this one incident. It's 2 o'clock in the night, and I heard my friend coming inside. Okay, so I know that he's gonna open the door, come in. So in my house there's a passage. So I just kept my head like this. So it looks like a floating head. There's nothing, and I'm just smiling and with my hair open. He screamed like a bitch. There were like, I think 4 floors on top also heard his scream. It was so much. I should have recorded this. I'm gonna do it next time.
To what? Your husband?
I don't want him to leave me, but yeah, it's gonna be. I think I'm gonna try it on him. He can't leave me.
He can't
He
leave
loves
you.
me too much.
Okay. Like, what do you feel about place like cuisine, especially like food, especially like it's processed, can get you cancer. What do you prefer, like getting from food from outside, or you prefer your ghar ka khana?
See, I feel like everything, right? If you do it in a limit, it's fine. If you go beyond that limit, everything is cancer. So if you are going to breathe this air also too much, you're going to get cancer. It's like that. There's nothing, everything is processed now because we don't have the supply. We are too much a number now. So for to get that production to this thing, we have to do process stuff. And obviously people don't have the money also now to go for organic stuff. Do you know the prices of organic dal and normal dal? Now I know.
What is the what's the price difference?
There's a lot of difference. Organic dal would, the normal dal would be like 30-40 bucks. This would be like 100 bucks.
Oh my god.
There's quite a lot of this thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously the process is too much and everything. So that's why you have to like get it's priced too much. So I do a balance. Yes, most of the times what happens is, I have to like eat outside because I have invites or everything, or because of work, we are not able to cook. We are like still getting in that husband wife
Balance of
balance
cooking.
thing. Yeah, cooking and doing chores and managing finances and everything. So we are still in that phase. But I'm hoping that, we start eating more at home and, cook something because it's a good time to spend with your partner, also cooking with
Cooking,
them.
yeah, with
And
them.
so, yeah, I think processed food, ghar ka khana, I feel balance is a good thing to
Good
go
thing
for.
to go for.
Otherwise, you're going to go crazy. Cooking is not easy. I
So
don't know.
especially for like people who are working, like both, especially when both if
Yeah, both of them are working. Yeah, it is difficult, and I don't know how mothers did it. Like, really, like, salute to them. They say housewife, like, they just have nothing to do, and all they do is cooking and cleaning. But that's not an easy job to do, to be
yeah,
honest. I have, when I was living by myself, also, that's when I realized that it's not an easy thing. It's a very boring thing,
boring task.
and it's very tasking. It's very tiring. So I have a huge respect for all the housewives. They're like, whatever this ghar ka khana, housework and everything, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm not a housewife material. That is for sure. I cannot do this thing a lot. My husband is a clean freak, so most of the things he's done by him, and I'm glad that he's
He
that.
is there.
I take undue advantage of his OCDs. Oh, I used the word OC. Oh, sorry. Undue advantages of his that nitpicking habit. Yeah. I was gonna like now I use the word OCD. Right? Everyone be like, oh yeah, she used OCD.
OCD.
People use depression left, right, and center. That is fine. But if you use OCD, like how could you use that? It's a very
We all have OCDs. Someone either has something or the other. So that is
see,
compulsive.
OCD as a thing is a very serious thing, and people
Yeah.
think that organizing is OCD, but
OCD. Yeah,
no,
it's not. Yeah.
it has a lot of different things. So, but yeah, people just say that I have depression just because your fingernail or toenail broke. So fuck you. I don't really care what you say.
Like even nowadays, people like claim they have depression or have some mental illness so easily. Like that has been changed over
It's
throughout
a
time.
trend. It's a trend now. If you have depression, that means you're cool. It's become like that. Oh, you have depression, that means you've gone through a lot in life. But if you ask in depth what you've gone through, they'll be like, my boyfriend left me, my girlfriend left me, so I am like depressed. Yes, it is heartbreaking, but it is not something that you cannot come out of, or I also feel like people take depression as a reason to not do things or to slack back. No, push yourself. There is help yourself. If you can't help yourself, ask for help. Don't just make reasons and tell ki like, oh, you know what, I am not able to. Yes, serious depression patients, right, it is very difficult. But people who just randomly use the word here and there, right, it's just annoying. For people who actually are suffering and going through, I have anxiety, and for me, I cannot tell it to my parents because Indian parents, they don't really
Get it?
understand all
Yeah.
this mental health thing, because they'll be like, mental health, if I tell my parents, they'll be like, you sleep properly in time, you'll become fine. That is my mother's logic. So I had to like, I myself went to a therapist, counseling. I went psychologist. I went spoke, and they have diagnosed me with it, and that's how you do it, right? I wanted to know. I wanted to help myself
Okay.
because I was desperate. I wanted to help myself and heal myself. So if I would not be able to do it, go ask your friend. I'm pretty sure you have some friend. If not, talk to your parents. It's not that difficult. People now say like, oh, talking to parents is so difficult. And no, it's not. If you actually make them understand, you talk to them sensibly, they will understand. Because ultimately, they're your parents. They need, they need the well for you. They always think well for you. So just do that. I've made PowerPoint presentations.
To talk with the parents.
Yeah, slide 1.
Bruh.
Why I should go to India? Slide 2. Because I have nothing to do here. Slide 3. So yeah, do that. Do something or the other.
Did they
But
understand?
yeah, actually they did.
Oh, wow.
But it takes. But my dad did not. My mom understood. My dad did not talk to me for good 3 months after I shifted to India.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but they all come around. So, but important thing is help yourself. That is the most important thing that you need to do. And randomly stop using the term depression.
Depression.
It's fucking annoying. It's really, it's sad.
It's overrated at this point.
Yeah, people have that meaning of depression is only lost now. Now, anyone says depression, right? First thing, I'll not believe them, to be honest. After some time, if I genuinely talk to them and then I understand, okay, fine. Otherwise, now it's like, it's as
Like a mood swing happens, depression.
yeah, it's like, you're on your periods and people are like, oh, I'm depressed. I'm like, no, you were just on your periods. Calm down. People, how they use lol now, the people use depression like that.
Depression.
Ha ha ha, depression, lol.
Depression.
Depression, lol. Like that. It's very annoying. So,
So you're an NRI basically.
was in NRI.
मैं
अभी वो
wasn't-
tag खत्म हो
tag
गया ना. अभी
खत्म हो
बहुत
गया.
time हो
Okay.
गया. I've been living here for a long time, so I can't use the NRI tag. I keep going and coming. I visit my family every now and then. But it's been quite some time that I've visited. But yeah, soon I'll go visit for a week and then come back, because that's the max that I can, now I've realized that I can be with them without that harmony breaking.
Breaking, yes.
That 1 week they're going to be nice, because they'll be like, हाँ बच्चा इतना time बाद आ रहा है, let's be nice, let her do whatever she wants to do. And then when I realize that tension starting, I'll be like, okay, bye.
Bye,
My return tickets are booked, bye. And that's how we manage and balancing. Because me and my dad, बोलते हैं ना 19-20 का, we always have that. We can never agree on one thing. I don't think we have ever agreed on one thing at first shot. Yeah, other than Rashid, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you actually agreed on the husband, or he had something?
Rashid had any play? Oh, yeah.
No, I meant your dad having, like, did you all agree on your husband? Like?
In the beginning, he was a little shocked. He did not talk to me for a week. After that, he did come by, and like it was very difficult for him to digest the fact. And later he just
He came along eventually.
Yeah. That way, my parents are pretty chill. Like, they just like okay, fine. At least she agreed to get married. My mom was like, oh, thank God. My mother was like, thank God she's at least getting ready to marry, or she wants to marry someone. That thought came in her head that she wants to marry. And my mother was very happy that I didn't run and get married, because they had no hopes on me. Because I'm a very notorious kid. I've done like random bullshit in my home and my teenage
Did you
life.
get kicked out at any time?
Kicked out of the house?
Yeah.
They know that if they would kick me out of the house, right?
You'll do something worse.
Yeah, I would just go. So they knew that, it would not, help me, or it would not make a point. So they would house arrest me. Yeah, I've been on house arrest multiple times.
What's the longest time you had,
A month.
Okay, that's long.
Yeah. No college, no cell phone, nothing. Yeah.
What did you do that time?
Nothing. Just sit at home. What do you do?
Nothing, no pastime, nothing. you had?
Nothing. Just sit at home. Do random, just look at the walls.
Wow.
Yeah. So they were like, so I was really scared to tell about my boyfriend, now husband. So, because I was like, oh fuck, are they going to put me in house arrest again?
Okay.
And when you're like 24, I told my parents when I was 24, 25, yeah. being in house arrest is not a good thing. Like when you're 18, 19, being in a house arrest is still justifiable. Like, okay, fine. But when you're 24, like, come on, you can't be in house arrest and no phone and bullshit. That's a bit too much.
Bit too much.
So, but yeah, they took it in a very different way. So I'm glad and happy about it. Otherwise, yeah, I've gotten thrashed a lot.
In what sense?
Yeah, I've done like random bullshit, right? So I got thrashed a
Trashed
lot.
by
Yeah.
guys or girls?
But my parents,
Oh, I
कोई मारेगा नहीं. My logic
what
is
was their favorite weapon to use? Belt, chappal.
everything. Whatever they got in that, range of this thing, they would just catch it and beat the shit
I'm
out of me.
taking her that thing she used for roti and
Yeah, that chappal, hanger, jhadu.
chadu.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah. I've gotten
Who has whacked you more, your mom or dad?
dad.
Dad.
Yeah.
My God.
Like, because like I said, like we never agreed on things, right? So that we had, but after a point he just like he did not like do anything to me because obviously I
Grew
grew
up.
up and shit. So that, thank god
Thank God.
for that. As a girl, one advantage plus point one to girl.
Dads whacking their boys till they're
Yeah,
25.
yeah. That so thank god I got saved by that. Otherwise I would be getting whacked even now. Just yesterday, my dad called me up and he's like, "Why can't you pick up the call just because you're married or you forgot?" And you just cut the call. Yeah. So I get shoutings even now, not backed. So I'm a bit safe in that now.
That sense. So, like, you travel?
Yep.
Favorite destination? Where have you been recently?
My recent destination now has been Goa. We are planning now to go somewhere else because August there's a long weekend. We were planning again to go to Goa.
Okay.
Yeah, but apparently August is not a good
Not a good
time.
season, yeah.
Yeah, good time to go. So we are planning for something else. We are planning to like Wayanad or something like that. But depends on how the rain and situation is gonna be. We are planning for an international trip also soon. I'm gonna say where.
Have you been before out of India?
Yeah, I've been to Malaysia.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to Malaysia. I was representing my college in a World Dental Conference. So that I also made a trip for myself and had a lot of fun there. I spent 10 days there. After that, I've traveled a lot in India itself. I've gone to Hyderabad. I've completed most of Kerala. And I always want to go to Delhi and Manali and all that side, but I never got a chance. So hopefully this time, I would get a chance and explore more of India because there's a lot in India itself to travel. Because a lot of people are like, oh, let's go to other countries, but I'll be like, no, let's explore
Go to
India. I mean,
India
India is
itself, yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, I actually want to go to Pondicherry.
Pondicherry is a pretty
Yeah,
place.
pretty place, right? But nobody's agreeing. I need to do something for everyone to agree.
So screw their minds with something.
Yeah. Or else just the easiest trick. Start crying.
Start crying. Oh my God. What would be your pitch like if you start crying, What would you say to them?
I'd be like, nobody listens to me. I'm just asking for one thing and you guys can't do that much. And that worked on my dad really well.
Who is it?
Yeah. That's how I got most of my things also. Like one thing my dad would not say no to me. I'm a spoiled brat. And if I have to convince him like that, I would just start crying.
My God.
Yeah. Sounds very manipulative, right?
Yes, I was going to say the same.
It's okay. Every girl,
You have
girl
to
does.
manipulate to get your way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a trick a woman has. A guy can't do that. Nobody's gonna give a shit if you
Shit,
start
I
crying.
start crying.
You start crying, and you're like, "Hey, chutiya, bas, enough."
Chakka.
Yeah. I mean, that's sad. That's really sad.
Yeah, men's
men
mental
should,
health is
is very important. It's okay if guys cry, but
not too much.
they can't really get their way, through crying as a girl. I start crying and we'll be like, okay, fine, fuck this shit. Let's just get this done. It's just bad thing, but it's okay. Sometimes something we are, we can
Some
use in our
advantages you
yeah.
have as a girl.
God has made us in that way, right?
To cry?
Mesmerize people.
What are your views on Andrew Tate?
He is a guy who has a lot of money. He has a lot of time. So he says bullshit and he gets away with it. And it's okay. And people are consuming it. There's a friend of mine who loves him. Yeah. who loves him, who talks utter bullshit and like says like it's just like, oh, idol. He even sent her this thing, a reel where it says a girl who is 30 years younger is more like better. She's not used than after 30 years old because she's used. I wanted to send him a response saying ki, like, your girl is 30 and she's been with you, but I don't think beyond 2 inches there's anything used in her. She's brand new. It's okay. But it's okay. It's fine. I mean, everyone has their choice. Everyone has their idols. And you want to
Idols.
choose,
Okay.
he chose to, worship him. It's fine. I mean, I have nothing against Andrew Tate. I also talk shit. So it's
Yeah,
fine.
that's the.
Same, same.
You're the Mangalorean Andrew Tate.
No, 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 no. I like being myself. I'm Ruhi Rafik. I
Ruhi
like
Rafik,
that.
yes. Dr. Ruhi Rafik.
Yeah, I like being that. But yeah, I don't talk bullshit like Andrew Tate with no, like, Have you seen his courses? His courses are best. I really want to join one of those courses to see what bullshit he says. I don't have that money now.
Not
But
yet.
yeah, he has like, charges like around $100 something. Yeah, $100 for like session. So yeah, you can go for that. But I don't have
He
the
actually
money.
know what the review has been that his courses actually work. People have made money from his
It's the
courses.
same. It's the same type how self-help books work. You also know what is there in it. I also know what is there in it. Don't waste time. Wake up on time. Do your work. Don't procrastinate. Do this. It's the same book. Every self-help book is this itself.
Why don't you write a self-help book?
Yeah, my self-help book will finish in like 2 pages.
What will you say?
Get up and work.
Get up and work.
Stop crying. It will be in pages like get up and work. Stop crying, bitch. Okay, enough, bitch. Bye, bitch. Done. My self-help book is that much. I think so. That's how it is. Like everyone deals in a different way. I deal it my pain in a different way. Others deal in a different way. So yeah.
Yeah, basically, like if you want to get out of depression, basically just work against it.
Work against it. Get help.
Get help.
And don't listen to Andrew Tate. If you have depression, please don't listen to Andrew Tate. He talks shit. He talks shit about, especially if a girl is in depression, I would suggest don't listen to Andrew Tate because he says a lot of shit about women. For a guy, I mean, I think I would suggest a guy to listen to Andrew Tate because he gives like a lot of like delusional manhood,
Manhood, yeah.
that thing will come. He like, oh, I'm a man, I can do this. So I think I would suggest the guys to go for it. He's good. So free में उसका देख लो. Free therapy.
Free therapy, yes. Chalo, so we'll conclude the podcast and
Yes.
it was really great having you.
Same here. Thank
We
you
should
so
do another
much.
podcast. What do you think?
Are you ready for it?
I am ready for it. I
Oh,
feel.
I-
We'll come to next time, right? We'll try again.
Yeah, exactly. We'll try again. Let's see how's the response to this and how many hate comments I'm
Hate
gonna get.
comments you're gonna
I'm
get.
really looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the positive ones, but I'm really looking forward to the negative ones.
You like negativity.
I
Or you
take it
like
in a
do you thrive off it or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
fun.
it. Okay.
It's really fun. So, the normal positive ones are like, hi, so good, way to go, girl. Yeah, it's a good thing. Thank you so much for that. But the other ones, like, you're such a bitch. You have so much arrogance. Your English, your grammar is so fucked up. Go learn English. Go to Pakistan. Best. I love such things. So, yeah. I think when we get like 100 200 of those comments, I think we can
should do it again then,
yeah,
and then-
we can go for part 2.